Using the Gradebook in a Sakai companion site provides important and timely information to your students regarding their progress in your course. Grade visibility means that students are able to take responsibility for their performance. Getting your settings correct in Gradebook means that students can see grades as soon as they are posted. They can see a cumulative grade that lets them know where they stand, and it also makes it easier for you to calculate and post final grades in PeopleSoft. Let's get started by selecting the Gradebook tab from the Tools menu on the left. There are multiple options available for setting up your Gradebook. We will go through the process and explain the options available. It is extremely important that you get the settings correct initially so that there are no unintended consequences once you begin posting grades. Select the Edit tab at the top and choose Gradebook Settings. On the right side of the display, the first option is to organize your gradebook. Clicking on the drop-down box shows you the options of no categories, categories, or weighted categories. The default in a companion site is for use of categories. This allows you to group similar assignments within a category or to separate assignments by weeks or units. I recommend using categories unless you only have a few assignments that will be graded. You also see the option to use weighted categories. A separate tutorial is available for using these. For this tutorial, we will use the categories feature. The next option involves the grading method. Selecting the drop-down tab shows the option of points, percentages, or letter grades. We recommend using points as it allows you to use many of the other features in Sakai. The set of options is what gets displayed to students. Be sure to check course grades and released items. When combined, these two items show a student their overall performance on every graded assignment as well as the current grade in the course. Once these settings are in place, select the Save Close button. The next item under the Edit tab is Gradebook Scale. Be sure that you review the scale and make sure it matches your department's grading scale and/or the scale published in your syllabus. Select the drop-down tab next to Grade Format and look at your options here. There are 4 options available, and each option can be edited to match your specific scale. Most of the time, you will start with the APU No A+ setting, and from there you can continue to edit the grades. If you need to change any of the grades ranges, you will only be able to change the grades in the From category. If you change a grade here, it will automatically update the levels on the right-hand side. Once you've got your grade scale set, click Close. If you make a mistake or you want to go back to the original grade set, you can hit the Reset to Default. Otherwise, your grade scale is set and you can close this feature. Please note, your grade scale settings need to be created before you begin entering grades in the gradebook. You can change things after your course begins, but this can have unintended effects on grades if you do not manage the changes properly. The Attributes and Grades tab provides some options on how the student information and grades appear in your view of the gradebook. Before you begin adding items to the gradebook, decide how you want to organize it. If you're using categories, decide what categories you will use and which assignments belong in each category. Having a mapped out guide to work from will make this process easier and faster. We will start by creating categories. Use the File tab at the top and select New Category. Over to the right, you'll type in the name of the category. We'll put Category 1. And for now, that's all we need to do here. Once you click Add, the category does show up on the left-hand side in the gradebook. You can create multiple categories by just clicking File, New Category, and adding a second category. Continue adding the categories until you have everything in place. When you're ready to add assignments, under the File tab, select New Item. Here you're going to type in the name of the assignment. You'll select the category that the assignment belongs with. You'll notice here in the points field, the default was 100. You can change that. The due date allows you to put a due date here, and this will show up on the student's version of the gradebook. It's not a required field, so you can leave that blank. A quick note here, the source shows where you created this item. So in this case, we're creating our items directly in the gradebook. We want to make sure that we click the box that says Include in Grade, but we also want to click the box that says Release Scores so that once you posted the grades, the students are able to see them. You click Add, you'll see that the assignment shows up in Category 1. Right now it's doing a cumulative total, and so Category 1 is worth 25 points. Consists of one assignment. If we wanted to add another assignment, you can either go up to the File tab and click Add Item, or you can type over an assignment. Be sure to tab through it so that it accepts everything. We'll change the date here. The other settings stay in place, and we select Add. So now we have assignment 2. If you want to change the order within a category, you can drag and drop them and move things around. All right, so now you see that the Category 1 points have bumped up to 50. There are 2 assignments here. We'll go ahead and we'll add one more assignment, and we're going to add that to Category 2. And we'll change the due date once again. Always making sure that these 2 boxes are checked. If I don't check this box and I click Save, you'll see that the assignment is not in blue ink like the one above is. This means that you created the assignment, the points are included, but it's not going to be released to your students. So we want to go back and make sure that we click that box. One other thing is if you click that assignment and you forget to say Include in Grades or Release Scores, it shows in grade italic, and this means that it's not included in your overall point system and it's not visible to your students. So if you see that, make sure and go back in, click Include in Grade, and Release Scores. You'll continue adding your assignments until you're finished. Check your total grade points and make sure that that matches with your syllabus. Once this is set, you're good to go.